So today we are going to have a structure. It's predominantly theory, but I'll try to make it as interesting as possible. Okay, I think you guys can take the Menti link and uh, uh, interact in the pitch in the presentation. Just let me know when you are able to see the Mentimeter. So the what do you call for us to have a very good understanding of how to implement things, we should have very good understanding of the theory also. Okay, so today we will look into how economics works. Okay, what is economics and how demand and supply works, so that we can understand at what level and why the market is behaving in a particular way. Okay, just let me know once you guys have joined in the Mentimeter. Okay, I have put it in the WhatsApp group. Okay, Arun, have you been able to get into this menti.com?
Sorry, Prakash, I couldn't hear you.
Have you tried this menti.com ever earlier?
No, not really.
Okay,
Prakash.
this is an interactive presentation software. So if you scan
Okay.
this QR, you will get a link and you can go through the presentation. You can talk to me in the presentation itself.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll just share it with you. Yeah, I've shared the details so you can try and join.
Yes.
So guys, today we are going to focus on demand, supply, and the price and how they interact with each other. Okay, it is all pretty much what do you call uh, basic stuff. Before that, I just want you people to answer this question. What do you know is first principles thinking? Have you heard of this before? Has anyone heard of first principles thinking? Somebody type and type the answer to this question. Don't Google it now. Answer if you know. Otherwise, you say, I don't know.
I haven't heard about this.
Okay. Demand increase, price increases. Somebody very smart. I am just asking about only first principles thinking. Right? Okay. First principle thinking is earlier it used to be called common sense. Okay. Not overthinking anything. Just understanding. It's not vague assumption. It is actually very fundamental way of thinking, not getting into too complicated levels of thinking. For example, when you are creating a product, you start thinking of even before you do anything, you start thinking of building an app, incorporating AI, blockchain, and all that stuff. Okay, that is very complex thinking. But first principle thinking is to think very fundamentally, very basically. Okay, so I just want you people to keep this in mind about first principle thinking. That the next 1.5 hours we are not going to assume anything. We are not going to think very complicated stuff. We are going to go back to the root, okay, of fundamental economic operation, and don't read anything between the lines of what I'm saying, and don't bring your existing knowledge into this. Let us learn this like we are learning these things for the first time. Okay. Okay, when we look at economics, or we might have heard that when you want to serve the needs of build a business, you have to look at the needs and wants of the people. Now when we say want, what do you understand? What is want? Can somebody respond? Want is our desire. Okay. Desire to have something. Whether we have the want is solution. I don't know. Somebody is really jeopardizing our want is our desire. That's a good answer. Okay. Want is fundamentally something that I I like to have, even though I can't afford it. Mostly, that is the traditional description of want. Okay. And in that way, what is need? What do you understand when we say need? Hello? Can somebody respond on this? What is need? Okay. Need is something that is absolutely.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, sir. According to me, need is something which is uh, very, very important to you, which is actually can't be substituted, like water.
Yeah. Can you type it on this Mentimeter? You are not using your. Have you not joined in the Menti.com?
No, no. Actually, I was अभी just left my office, so अभी मैं बस travel करके
You
आया था,
you
so I
can do
don't.
it. Do it on the phone also. You can do it on the phone.
अच्छा, okay,
Yeah.
okay, 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 okay.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Yeah. Like he told, need is something that is absolutely necessary for us to survive. Okay. This is
Yeah.
the traditional definition of need. Right. Now with
Yeah.
this in our, are you guys trying to say something?
No, sir, no, sir. Actually, my mic was on.
Seek it. So want is a desire for something. Okay. And we say that need is something that we absolutely need to live. But today we have so many things that we can not live without. But it is not necessarily a need, right? Do we need mobile phones? We may not need mobile phones, but it has become a it used to be a want once upon a time. When I was young, mobile phone was not a need, it was only a want. But over a period of time, it has become a need. Do we need a car? Does everybody need a car to live? No, there are millions of people who don't own a car. There are millions of people who don't own any automobile. They continue to live. So these are actually not needs. But what has happened is these are all wants for which I am having the ability to buy. So for now, from now, as a businessman, when you are thinking about somebody's need, okay, do they need this? Do they want this or do they need this? You have to think in perspective of this. A want is something that I desire to have, and it becomes a need when I'm convinced that I should buy it and I also have the ability to buy it. Do you guys understand? Now, actually, you can open up your mic and ask questions on this. Did you understand what I told? What need is? As a businessman, don't think of need as something that is absolutely necessary to live. Then only food is absolutely necessary. Okay, only food and water. Even your dress and you can live without your dress. You can live without what you call houses. If you think very deeply, right? You can go to some forest and live there. So when you think of need as a businessman, as an entrepreneur, you understand that something becomes a need if they have the ability to buy it, that means the money to buy it, and the wanting to buy it, their willingness to buy it. Somebody opened up. Who does anybody have an opinion on this, or do you have any question on this? Okay, I am assuming that I have been very clear. Hmm?
I have a question.
Yes, yes, Sven.
So willingness will change depends on the person, right? Like,
Correct.
see, so for me, I am willing to buy something,
Yes,
but the other people, they will not be in that same thinking.
correct. Absolutely. So it is your need, but not their need.
Okay, got
Okay,
it.
Mukesh Ambani has the ability to buy Passion Pro bike. Okay, but is he willing to buy it? He just doesn't care. He don't want to buy it, right?
Yeah.
So that is not his need. But there is a person who is working for Mukesh Ambani in Reliance Retail. He is willing to buy it and he builds the ability also to buy it. So then it becomes a need. You
Okay, then if we want to sell Passion Pro, then we have to target that particular person who is working in the retail, not
Exactly.
the.
Exactly. When you are building
Oh,
something, you should understand whose need it is.
okay,
And
okay,
if you dig deeply philosophically, nobody will need the product which we build. Okay, because the people can live without us also, without this product also. But if a person is willing and capable, having the money to solve the problem, and is willing to solve the pay for solving that problem, that person has the need. Is it clear?
okay. Yeah, got it.
Okay, so from now, for as entrepreneurs, when we speak of need, we are not thinking philosophically or spiritually. We are thinking about the ability of that person, whether he will put the money there to take it or not. Do we need Coca-Cola? No, we can live without Coca-Cola. But I have the willingness and the ability to buy it. That is why there is a market. Okay. So it is this need that creates. What does need create? Okay. So a need creates choices. Why do you guys think that need create choices?
Because I think uh, it is, we can't live without it. We always want something. If it is not available, then we can go to the next thing. It's not like related to any brand or something, which I
No,
think.
it's not even just a brand. Okay. Uh, for example, you want to buy, you have the willingness and ability to buy a Apple laptop. Okay. But suddenly there is a requirement that they say that your child has got admission in a great college, so you have to buy, you have to make uh, I mean, you have to pay the fees. Now what has happened? What are you willing and able to do?
I
Suddenly,
would, yeah,
what would you do? You would pay the school fees, or you will buy the Apple laptop.
I would pay the school fees first. It is more.
Suddenly a choice came, right? Why did this
Yes, sir.
choice come?
Because of money, money scarcity.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, it is called scarcity. Even in economics, the right word is scarcity. The resources that we have, the resources that people have is scarce. It is limited. Okay, but the needs, the wants that we have is huge, because want just appears in our mind, right? So choices arise out of various needs a man has. Actually, choices arise out of wants and when they get qualified, where I also have the money to buy it, it becomes a need. Okay. At any given point of time, we always have choices. There are so many things that actually we want to buy, but we keep compromising. We keep compromising, holding on to this, holding on to that. We want to buy a house, we want to buy a car, we also want to go for a foreign trip. Now, which is more important? I will first take loan for a house. I will build the house slowly. As I keep repaying the loan, I will become eligible for a car loan. I will buy a car. Then, as I keep repaying that loan, I'll again become eligible for a foreign trip loan. I'll take a loan and go to the foreign trip. All these things will happen. So, at any given point of time, we keep having choices in our lives. Okay, I borrow and buy a house. At 5 years, I repay the loan, and I suddenly become capable of getting a foreign loan for foreign trip. But it was 2020. Okay, suddenly my ability to borrow and spend for on a foreign trip reduces significantly because I am faced with COVID. Right? This is how choices are made or get created in our lives. Okay, so now all these things, just listen, just accept these words and accept these things as I say, and try to understand the concept as I have told. Okay. Okay, we the question you answered already. Why do we have to choose? Is because the resources are limited, whereas the needs and wants are a lot. Now, whenever you in the example I gave, you wanted to do spend buy a MacBook, but you were forced to pay the school fees. What is that thing which you did not get? What is the right kind of word? Can anybody tell?
Or is it opportunity cost?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is opportunity cost. Okay, the opportunity cost. So the cost of your child's school fees is not just that 1 lakh. It is also the laptop. Okay, it is also the potential of using the laptop and doing something with it. I don't know. You might have created something great and you would have earned some money or something like that. We don't know what it would have done, but that was an opportunity cost. Okay, so at any given point of time, we all have choices and we have to make a choice. And whenever we make a choice, we not only pay the money for that choice which we made, we also pay an opportunity cost, right? Which we are not aware of, which we don't make. For example, somebody is thinking short term. They instead of going studying, they spend time watching movie or doing something. Instead of building startup, they think it is very important to go and watch a movie or party or have a personal life. It is an opportunity cost. What you didn't do is always the opportunity cost of what you did, right? Now, what is demand? In this perspective, just go back to the various questions that we have discussed. Okay, when we discussed the problem, what have we discussed? What are the few things that we spoke about a problem? Just open up the mic and speak, or type it in here. What kind of a problem should we build business around?
A problem which caters the need.
Need, everything is a need. Your laptop was a need and your school fees was a need.
Yeah, which can be not sacrificed on opportunity cost, I guess.
Exactly. Okay, a demand is a strong demand when it is in the top 10, or it is a top for which, against which you will not sacrifice this. Okay, demand is a strong demand which will not become the opportunity cost. Are you able to understand what I said?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And what is okay? So ultimately, demand is the consumer's willingness and ability to buy a product or a service over a period of time without, and it is a strong demand if this will not become the opportunity cost. Okay. Now, if there is the demand, there is also a supply, right? So supply is also, what is supply? Supply is your willingness and ability to sell a product over a period of time. Did you guys make sense of this statement? These two statements will form the foundation for you for your business building. If anybody wants to open the mic and ask a question or something like that, just ask right now on demand and supply.
Oh, so it was unlimited.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Prakash, sir, you're audible.
Okay. So does that mean that all of you are very clear, or have I been very, very clearly communicating what I'm saying? Demand is the willingness and ability to buy a product. Okay. Demand is something that has actually become the need of the customer. Don't think in the philosophical way, but in the way that we discussed recently. I mean, just a few slides ago. Okay, demand is the customer's willingness and ability to buy a product or a service over a period of time, as against all other choices that he has. Okay, his scarcity of resources does not deter him from buying this. That is demand. And supply is your ability to meet that demand. It is very straightforward and simple. At a particular price, you should be willing and able. Why? When will you be willing to do that? Provide that supply? At what situation? What is the parameter that is required to be met so that you will be willing to continuously provide a supply? Somebody please open the mic and answer. You are a businessman. When will you be willing to do a particular business?
When there is a demand, I mean, when people are asking for a particular thing.
Okay, there is a demand. Okay, I want something at 10 rupees a kg, but your cost of production is 20 rupees a kg. The demand is there. Will you still supply?
But I'll not get the profit, I think.
So what is the what is the parameter for willingness? You told that.
Profit?
Yeah, exactly. Right. You should be able to make a profit. Then only you will be willing to do that business, right?
Yeah.
And only if there is profit, you will be able to do it also.
Yes, right.
Otherwise, you will not be able to do it. So supply is 100% hinged on profit. Okay. A business will happen only if there is profit. A demand will be met only if the supplier gets a profit. Even though there might be huge demand for something, but if there is no supplier, If there is no profit in it, you will not find a supplier. Have we discussed any problem like that, any demand like that in earlier classes? Can you think of any such demand that is there in this world, but there is no profit in making that? That is why there is no supply. Hello.
Any product you are asking, or
Any product or service or anything. We have discussed this over many periods, many times. I have actually told about it many times. There is a huge demand for a solution for traffic problem all over the world. Correct?
yeah, and poverty as well, I think.
Yeah, there is a huge demand to solve the poverty, but there is no profit in solving poverty. There is more
Poverty,
profit
yeah.
in keeping poor people poor. Right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
So if any of you are thinking that, oh, I have great noble intentions and I'm going to build business around it, you should understand that it generally doesn't happen. Because business will happen when there is profit. If there is no profit in any initiative of yours, it will silently die down, either now or little later. Okay, you are the people who are sitting in the supply side. As a businessman, you are creating a supply for somebody's need, right? So you have to understand, for you to be relevant, you should first make profit, and you should also ensure that you are building a product or a service that will get the wallet share of the customer. Is that somebody joining, or what is
Yes,
it?
Pratik has just done.
Okay. Just one moment, guys. My son is calling me.
ஹலோ
சொல்லுடா.
பால் ஸ்டேஷன் மட்டும் வாங்க முடியல.
சரி விட்டுருங்க. தே செஞ்சு வீட்டுக்கு வா. பாய்.
வந்துட்டு தான் இருக்கேன்.
பாய். கிளாஸ்ல இருக்கேன். பாய். கிளாஸ்ல இருக்கேன். Okay. Okay. Now you see two graphs. These are demand curve and supply curve. Can somebody tell me which is demand curve and which is supply curve? Apply your first principles thinking. Any of you? Which is demand curve? What is the blue curve? Is it a demand curve or a supply curve? Yeah. Please answer.
Sir, the red one is the demand curve because quantity is increasing and the price is decreasing, and that blue one is supply curve.
Okay. Why is blue one the supply curve?
Because their price is price and quantity both are decreasing.
No. What is increasing because of what? What is the reason? Is the quantity increasing because price is more, or is the price is more because the quantity is increasing?
Sir, because of the price is increasing because
Yeah.
supply is less, so price is more.
Supply is less when price is more, or supply is more when price is more. See,
Sir, both are more than.
no, okay, I'll tell you. When the price increases, what happens? If I have a cost of production, say I produce something for 10 rupees and I am selling it at 11 rupees. Okay. Now, suddenly the price increases. The price for that product increases and I am able to sell it at 14 rupees. What will I do as a businessman? I will try to maximize profit by producing more. Does that make sense? Somebody say yes, no.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you are only 5 people. Please, all of you keep the mic on and keep responding. Okay. So when the price increases, my willingness to, as a supplier, my willingness to increase the quantity of supply is more. So I keep increasing the quantity. When the price is high, a customer is reluctant to buy, or there is various reasons. Either they don't have the resources to buy, or they don't think it is worth to buy. If they have the resources, they will think it is worth to buy. Okay. So when the price is high, the demand for the item is low. But when the price falls, okay, the demand keeps increasing because the affordability of the customer improves. Affordability of more customers improve. More people will be able to afford that product. So when the price is high, it will be exclusive. Only few people will be able to buy it. Will have that kind of disposal income. But when the price is low, people would love to, more people would like to buy it and use it. So there is a point at which both these willingness and ability will meet. Okay. The point at which the willingness and ability of the buyer and the seller is same is called the price equilibrium. Okay. It is called the price equilibrium. That is the price at which the seller will make most profit, because whatever he makes will get sold, and buyer will also be interested in buying because he sees value at that price. Okay, that is the next slide. So this is the red is the demand curve, blue is the supply curve, and the point at which the demand curve and supply curve meets is the price equilibrium. Now let's the next few slides we will try to understand how demand changes. Okay, it is not just by changing the price that demand will change. There are various other factors that impact the demand change. The change of demand, okay, is called elasticity. You remember elasticity, right? It's like rubber. If you pull it, it will pull, but if you leave it, it will go back to its point. So even in this case, what will happen is, when the price is increasing and there is a equilibrium that is met, businessman will not what do you call stop at that. He will not know which is the equilibrium price. So he will keep on increasing the supply and he will also keep on increasing the price. So what will happen is, when the price is increasing, suddenly demand will start dropping. Then he will understand that, oh, I have created excess supply for the demand. Then they will come back to this price at which they will say, okay, this is the demand which I have created. This is how the demand or the equilibrium price will get discovered. And this will get impacted at various situations. Okay. Now, the factors that impact the elasticity of demand, okay, is awareness, brand loyalty, and how necessary it is. So, for example, something we would have been regularly buying. Okay, but when COVID came, we said, okay, boss, this is excess expenditure. Let us reduce this. My salary got cut down by 40%, so I cannot afford this anymore. Send the maid home. We'll let us do the work ourselves. Okay, the degree. Are you people able to hear me? Hello. Okay.
Yes, sir. We are
So
hearing.
there are one of the this one is suddenly the cost of some. So because of that, I don't have the resource. That is one reason why it would happen. A price change obviously has that thing, and over a period of time, sometimes what will happen is somebody was buying a low quality product, for example, because that is what they were able to afford. But suddenly their family income increased. So what will happen is they will stop buying the low quality product and go into a higher quality. They'll move into the next range. So this time frame is also a significant aspect. Okay, and availability of substitutes. Let us look at each of these in a very more detailed manner. Okay, so it is not just the price that impacts demand. Of course, price elasticity is something that we have to understand. To put it in perspective, just think of it. Uh, when gold price increases, or what happens to the demand of gold for a momentary period, the demand for gold will stagnate. Okay, so for products like gold, actually their price is perfectly elastic. For a sudden increase in price, suddenly the demand will stagnate. But after that, we'll all get used to the new price and we'll move there. But for a momentary period, the price is perfectly inelastic, perfectly elastic. A small change in price will significantly impact the demand. Something price is perfectly inelastic. For example, whatever be the price, we'll always have to put petrol, because if you don't put petrol, you cannot move. So the petrol prices went up by 2 rupees, 2 rupees, 2 rupees, and in over a period of 10 years, it doubled and tripled. But we didn't complain. The demand for petrol did not change significantly. It continued to be there. So that kind of a product is something that the price is completely inelastic. Okay, so this is for you to understand that there are various kinds of products depending on what is the necessity. Okay, petrol and diesel have become so inevitable in our lives that even if the price goes up, or even liquor. Okay, in Tamil Nadu, you keep increasing the price of liquor, people will keep on drinking, and the demand for liquor will also keep going up. So these are the products that have perfectly inelastic price. And something like I'd like to buy gold, but I will wait. I will see if I don't have money now, I can buy it later also. It is not something that it's not going to challenge my life. So I will postpone the purchase and make suddenly drop the demand for a particular period. Okay, this is the price elasticity of demand. This is how we can understand. Anybody has a question on this? Now, this is very interesting factor. Okay, income elasticity of demand. Okay, as and when income increases or decreases, the demand for certain quality products, products will increase. Okay, and certain products will decrease. With the increase in income, okay, generally you expect that demand, the increase in income of generally of the set of people. For example, If my disposable income, I mean, in a family where there are 4 children, father, mother, son, and daughter are there. Okay, only the father is the earning member. He is bringing 25,000 rupees every month to home, and they have to send the children to school, son to college, and all these things happen. But son passed out of college, he got a job. Now suddenly he is also bringing in 25,000 rupees salary. So the total family salary increased to 50,000 rupees, where they don't have to pay college fees for the son. Okay, what has happened in this family now? What has happened to the income of this family? Hello, so somebody please interact here.
It increased.
I'm not able to hear anything.
Sir, the family's income increased.
Did you guys hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm saying the family income is increased now.
Yeah, the family income is increased exponentially, and one important cost gone. Right, the college fees is gone. So now, what will happen to the consumption of this family? The family which was buying half liter milk will suddenly start buying 1 liter milk. The family which was having non-veg once in a week will start having non-veg every day in the week. So all these things will start happening. This is called income elasticity of demand. Okay, when the family income or household income increases, okay, the demand for certain products will increase. Now, even if the daughter comes to employment, her this one also, I mean, her school fees is also stopped. She is bringing another 25,000 rupees. The demand for milk, will it go up anymore? It will not go up, right? You can drink only so much milk, which you're already consuming when the son came to employment, and but the demand for a car will go increase. There will suddenly be a demand for a car. There will be demand for gold because the girl has to get married now. So they will say, okay, let us save some money for and buy some gold for her. So this is how the income elasticity of demand works. Whenever there is change income, there is a change in a household income, there is a change in the way that they consume. Okay. Any questions? Okay. I assume that there are no questions. Now we come to something very, very interesting called cross elasticity of demand. Okay. In the example given here, uh, they have considered tea and coffee to be substitutes. Okay. So if the price of tea goes up, there is a small increase in consumption of coffee. It's generally the other way around. If the coffee price goes up, people will shift shortly to very mildly to tea, because tea is generally considered to be more available, more affordable stuff. Okay, but actually tea is not a great replacement, or coffee is not a great replacement of tea. They are not right substitutes. But if you look at it in the second graph, the it is the same stuff, right? There one is Costa Coffee and the other is Starbucks. If price of Costa Coffee goes up, the demand for Starbucks coffee will increase because it is against the competition, right? Any questions on this? Weak substitutes and close substitutes, right? Can you give any other example which happened in COVID? A demand for a particular product went up, and it came back after the demand reduced after the COVID was done. But there was another product for which the demand went up and the demand sustained at that point. It became a great substitute. Can you guys give an example? These two examples, both are very famous examples also.
I don't know whether that is a right example, but I'm still saying Byju's for online education. It went up in the COVID time. Then now it came down.
Correct. Excellent. That was the example I also had in mind. What is the other example? Something where the demand,
Masks.
the usage.
Masks. Sir, masks is the most. Like some simple masks were like in the COVID time, they were sold at like 15 rupees or 20 rupees. Now they are selling at 1 rupee. Literally 1 rupee they are selling at.
No, that is a weak substitute. I am telling close substitute. Give example for the second graph, where the demand changed, the demand increased and it sustained at that point. It's a service, it's not a product. UPI payment. Okay, the example is UPI payment. UPI payment was high even before COVID, but during COVID it surged like hell. And after that, there is no looking back. They never came down. The use of cash is significantly reduced in India, right? So when we are looking at a substitute, this is how we can look at a substitute. If you have a substitute, if to whom you lose market share and you will never be able to get it back, then it is a very strong substitute. It is a very close substitute. But look at Ola, Uber, and Rapido. They are losing market share to each other, but they are able to recoup it depending on changing the prices, right? So that is a weak substitute. Okay. And the next aspect of cross elasticity demand is complementing products. Okay, normally the example given here is tea and milk. If you drink tea, you will drink milk. Generally we mix tea and milk and drink, right? So if you drink tea, you will drink milk. But, so if price of tea goes up, milk consumption reduces, but it doesn't fall commensurately. If tea consumption is reduced by say 50%, milk consumption will reduce by 10%, because milk is anyway consumed for so various other purposes. So, but if you look at the second example where Android phones and apps, can you guys give an example for this strong complement, a very recent phenomenon which created a great market? It created a unicorn out of a company, where due to the increase of use of one particular technology, the demand for something went up significantly.
Foldable phone, like foldable.
Foldable phone. What is that? I'm even telling, because of advent of a particular technology, the demand of a particular hardware went up. Because of ChatGPT, NVIDIA became a unicorn. Correct? Or they were unicorn earlier also. Huh?
What became an unicorn, sir?
There's a company called NVIDIA, right? NVIDIA. They make chips. Are you guys aware?
Yeah.
No, sir.
You tell the story, Sindhu. Probably, I think you are better to tell about it.
So yeah, so they manufacture chips for the computations. So since ChatGPT and other LLMs, got introduced in the market, and for large LLMs, we need more computational power. So they started looking for high computational hardware chips, and that's how NVIDIA came into picture, and they raised
Yes.
it.
Okay. NVIDIA is a hardware manufacturer. They manufacture chips. All this AI that we use, they need tremendous computational capabilities. Okay. So because of that, they wanted very high quality chips. NVIDIA was always making these high quality chips, but it was used in a very limited space. Now, because ChatGPT came and this popular open artificial intelligence came, the demand for these chips rose exponentially. They are having some 7-8 years wait list now. Okay, so these are complements. NVIDIA did not do anything to increase the market. NVIDIA was doing their regular business, but somebody else did something. They grew the market so much that the demand for NVIDIA's chips went up. You guys understand that?
Yeah.
So I think that is the end of my presentation. I will share this deck with you people. Okay, it is very what you call it is very fundamental economics. Okay, but understanding this fundamental economics will ensure that you guys will be able to look at a market in a particular perspective, and when you are looking at a product or anything like that, you will actually be able to understand that how it operates. You will not come up with some ideas which are marginal. When we say that okay, it should be the top 10% of your the customer's problem, there should be significant demand for the product. What is the demand? Now that you have understood that the demand actually means their willingness and ability to buy. You may be able to produce, they may need it also, but whether they have the ability to buy it against various other options. Your competition is not just the people who are producing products like what you are producing. You are going to compete with school fees. You are going to compete with medical emergency. So many other factors are going to be there. So when you are building something, you have to understand that these factors are going to be there and build in line with that. Okay? Any questions, guys? They only make GPU. Any questions, people? No questions. I think we can call it a day. Or any of you want to discuss your idea or anything here, we can discuss that now. We can do a AMA here. Chalo. Srijan, you are there? Yes, Sindhu.
Yeah. So regarding the last discussion, what we had, so yesterday, as I told, like I spoke with the marketing guy who is doing like content creation and everything. So he's saying, I just asked and observed like what are the tools he is using. He is using all the ChatGPTs, Microsoft Copilots, and other things as well. So then I asked like how you are preparing content and everything. So he said even then he will use the AI for just get the idea or the structure, but still after getting all those things he will do his own creation part and he will do it. So that is what he meant.
No, a marketing guy as in your co-founder, right?
No. He is like a different guy. I just reached to test out my tool.
Oh, okay. Right. So he is your mom test. He is your potential customer.
Yes, exactly. Right. So I came to know this from that guy. So in that case, like he's saying how much ever we are getting, I mean the AI tools, we are not entirely using that, since it is giving it will be evidently visible that it is AI generated.
Yeah, recently,
it is
all these, I mean, I used a app. See, for assessing applications, I use an app to find out how much the ChatGPT has been used by people who are submitting the application.
okay.
Okay, so if it is entirely AI generated, people are actually able to make out. I mean, once you read, you know that this is not written by this flow. It is written by ChatGPT. Now we have all started understanding ChatGPT's language.
Okay, got
right.
it.
So in effect, you are telling that there is it's a negative feedback for your product. Is that right?
Yes, yeah, that's what.
But it can be a aider. It cannot create content itself, but instead of saying that it will create content for you. See, I want my child. Okay, I may go to IVF doctor and take some help, but I will not adopt a child.
Okay, I didn't get it.
No, see, I want a child. Okay, I may have some difficulty, medical difficulty in getting a child.
Okay.
The options are adopting a child, which is creating the content entirely through AI. Or I may take the help of a doctor. I may take medical help and somehow get the child born, but it should be my child.
Okay. Got it. I understood. Okay.
So if you are creating anything for content creators, then you should understand more about the content creators.
Okay.
In that case, you should ideally talk to Jugal, because Jugal, Pratik, and all have done some kind of research on this, because they are also building something. They were building something on the content creator space. Yeah, Abhi, you have some point to make.
Yeah, so in my space in travel tourism, there is always wants and people always inspires to go to on any travel or tours. So does this how we can create a need, or there is no need, I think, in the travel tourism space.
I didn't.
Is this applicable? Yeah.
No,
So go on.
No, I didn't get what you said. In your space?
In travel tourism, there is always people always wants to go to some places or in some tours.
No, if you have a point on content creation, the subject Sindhu is talking, you make. Or let us finish that point and we'll come to your point.
Sure.
Yeah, Sindhu, your point is done. See, I would suggest that you talk to Jugal and Pratik.
Okay.
And understand more about what they have, whatever research they have done in the content creator space, and see if you guys can build something on that.
Okay. Got it.
Pratik is there or not? Only his.
Yes, sir. I am
Yeah.
here, sir.
Yeah. So you connect with Jugal and explain what Sindhu is trying to do, and all the three of you have a discussion on the content creation space, just for the sake of understanding.
Sindhu's point then.
You connected with Jugal, Sindhu?
Yeah, Prakash, I connected with Jugal once. So I spoke with him regarding the content creation. He shared his idea of content creation, in media especially. So
probably you give him a demo of what you have built.
Okay.
Did you guys discuss your venture with him?
No.
That you should have done. Then you would have got that mock test cleared there itself.
Okay, because that time he wants to join to another call, So as soon as like he connected with me, he
Yeah,
joined
you
on that.
guys connect and build. I mean, figure out, because he has also done research on the same space, and
Okay.
he being from a content creation or the what you call movie production community, he may be able to give you more insight. Hmm?
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sindhuaka, can you please repeat a point once more? Like what were you saying?
So actually, Pratik, what I have done is a tool for content creators. I mean, like not for content creators who doesn't know how to create a content. Will give a structured way of writing with a few framework, and will give a catchy title and everything, and will post it on blog. So our that's an AI tool. This tool will do this functionality.
Okay, okay.
If you have some insights, or if you have any suggestions or feedback or something, you can like let me know. I'll try to ideate it.
See, like I understand you are building a specialization tool for like building the content who don't know how to build the content. But actually, these all things are done in the like general LMM also nowadays. Like ChatGPT can refresh if you are in a writing or blogging content, so they can refresh. You just give some main points, and then there is a big player. It's called like Fiverr. If you have heard about it, you search it. Fiverr is a
Yeah, yeah.
company, so it also provide like it is also working on the same thing you are working on.
Mhm.
Like it has already some networks in the content creator, but now it is shifting that, putting that data to AI LLM. So he is also doing that same thing. So you took on, but like it is a very general thing, like to to learn, because all the frameworks are already been there. So
Mhm.
someone, if he or she didn't get from the internet, so he she can get from LLM anyway. That's the thing.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Do you have done any research, like as Prakash mentioned, that you did some research in content creator space? So if you have
No,
something.
especially me, I did a very like small research part, because I was like first part of the Go Create, but now I took like we are not now part of Go Create together. So you may ask more about this about to Jugal bhai.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Hmm.
Okay. Thanks,
Jugal is
Pratik.
now working with you, Pratik, in your venture.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. ठीक है. So Abhi, now you can ask your question. Yes, Srijan. Let Abhi discusses. Let's discuss Abhi's point and move to Srijan.
I have small doubt regarding Sindhu, sir. So just
Ah,
want to
okay. It
clarify.
is Sindhu's point. Okay, go ahead.
Sindhu, basically, I know what is the exact point you're touching upon the content creation space for the creators.
So basically, who wants to create content, but they don't know how to create content.
Okay, cool.
So that's where our tool comes in.
Like I want to know, leave about tool, like something like what is the solution which you're gonna help the creators with the ideas, or you're gonna help them how you should start, or is it like you're gonna help them with the resources around the internet how you should start?
So it's like with the with the structure, with the right structure regarding to the blog. So as of now, I have done with the blog alone.
Okay.
And specifically, if we want to, that's the basic functionality. But if I want to, do it for other platforms as well, like for say, LinkedIn has different format,
Hmm.
and Medium blog has different format. I mean, like there is a different way of writing it,
Okay.
and
Okay.
in Substack you have different format. So it's like a kind of you have some thoughts. If you just go and put it in, it will give you based on the platform you selected. It will give you the structured way for the specific platform.
Mm, uh, one doubt, like, what is the major difference between this type of tool, something from a different AI tool? Uh, that is a small difference which I want to know. If if this command, if I type it in some AI tool, wouldn't I able to generate that in there, or is it specifically trained in your model that this type of structures will be there here?
Yeah, like specific things got trained based on the structure what we have
Okay,
given to the model.
okay, okay, cool. That's nice. Yeah, just want to know how you guys were training the model because the data you give depends upon the output, right? Yeah.
Yeah, just we yeah, that's how it is different from chat gpt, but it's like almost similar, the same thing. But the thing is it will do for all the format of inputs, like video, image and everything as well. So that's how we visioned it, but like as an mvp we built just to text.
Okay, got it, got it. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, Abhi. Now we'll discuss yours.
Yeah, so my point is, in travel tourism space, travel is not a need. It's an like people wants to go to travel and tours. So, ma, so does this applicable in all kinds of businesses?
No, see,
Like, we should only
that is
do
what
the
I'm
need.
saying. You have to do the need only. But what do you mean by need? Need is something that I have the ability to buy, so I will buy. I have the asha. Okay, then I also have the money. Then it becomes a need. Did you understand, Abhi? That is what we were discussing for so long. You have to serve a
So,
demand. Okay, I want to have something and I am ready to pay money for it. That is need.
okay, sir.
Okay, otherwise, apart from food, there is no need. If you go philosophically about need, in your mind from now, you should think a need is something that a customer is wanting to buy and also has ready to give the money to buy it at the price I am telling. If all these three parameters are met, it is a need.
Yeah, okay, sir, got it.
So travel is a need, okay, because people have money. It was not a need 20 years back, but today it is a need because I have Instagram. Instagram, I have to post something there. If I don't post, my friends think that I'm a useless fellow. Correct.
Correct, sir.
That is how it became a need. An Android phone or an Apple phone, a smartphone has become a need.
Correct, sir.
Because if I don't have it, I will not be able to communicate with many people that I am currently communicating. Or I won't know the birth rates. I don't know how to live without a smartphone anymore. That is how it became a need, right?
Uh, so, like, people, like, in travel tourism space, people uh, like choose where they want to like go. Uh,
So, Abhi, now
and
in this space, you have to find out what creates that need. There are many parameters which create that need, right?
yes, sir.
When does a want become a need? It is when I have the money to meet that want. When I have the resource to acquire that thing, right? That is when the want becomes a need. Till then, it remains a want. Till I don't have the money, I want Rolls Royce. I can keep wanting Rolls Royce forever. But it will become a need. I will be able to buy it once I have $1 million or whatever, huge amount of money. Right?
Right, sir. Correct.
So once I am able to buy it, it becomes a need. A Rolls Royce खरीदा क्यों? Why did you buy Rolls Royce, sir? need, sir. I have to maintain status, no? I bought it
sir.
out of
So
necessity.
okay, sir. So people who are like can afford to go to tour in other places, it's it become a need for them only.
Exactly. Everybody wants to travel, but it becomes a need once you are able to afford it. It becomes a demand once you are able to afford it.
Yes, got it. Correct.
Okay. Any other questions, guys? Chalo. Bye. Good night.